Yeah, we're back with a kick-ass English lesson with one of the best series of all time, Breaking Bad. So in this scene, we see that a meeting was arranged between Walter White and drug lord Tuco Salamanca. And you're going to learn a ton of slang and curse words. However, this may be offensive to some viewers. By the way, if you're new here, every week we make fun lessons just like this one with Breaking Bad so that you can understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. For example, Samaya says that she now feels more confident when she speaks English. So if you want to improve your fluency and confidence as well, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button and the bell down below so you don't miss any of our new lessons.
It's your meeting. Why don't you start talking and tell me what you want?
$50,000.
Oh man, 50 G's? How you figure that?
35 for the pound of meth you stole, and another 15 for my partner's pain and suffering.
Pardon. Oh yeah, I remember that little bitch. So you must be daddy. Let me get this straight. I steal your dope. I beat the piss out of your mule boy. And then you walk in here and you bring me more meth? Woo, that's a brilliant plan, isn't it? Brilliant.
You got one part of that wrong. This is not meth.
It's your meeting. Why don't you start talking and tell me what you want?
$50,000.
Oh man, 50 G's? How you figure that?
A G is the slang way of saying grand, and a grand is $1,000 or pounds. So here, when Tuco says 50 G's, he means 50 grand. Example, they will pay you 10 grand for those new products.
I don't think you can put a number on how much one person likes another.
I bought you a painting that's 12 square feet in area. There's a number.
Amy, come on.
If you don't like feet, you can try dollars. The painting set me back $3 grand.
Oh my God.
I can help you there. $5 grand will get you a clean Social Security card and a new set of fingerprints. 6 will get you the fingers.
The fingers?
Better to have and not need than to need and not have.
In cases like this, figure means to calculate a certain amount. We often use it in the phrasal verb figure out. Example, I'm still figuring out my taxes. When you ask as a question, how do you figure, you are asking someone how they reached a certain conclusion. So in this scene, Tuco is asking Walter how did he determine that he had to pay him that amount of money.
35 for the pound of meth you stole, and another 15 for my partner's pain and suffering.
A pound is a unit of measurement of weight equal to 0.45 kilograms. This unit is used in the US, UK, and some other countries, mostly former British colonies. Meth is an American slang word that means methamphetamine. It is an illegal, highly addictive drug that makes one's mind and body more active. As you may know, in the series, Walter is a chemistry teacher that starts producing high-quality meth in order to pay for hospital bills. A partner is a person you are closely involved with in some way. If a person partners with another, they work together as they are engaged in the same business or job and sharing its profits and risks. Example: he gave up his job as a police officer after his partner was killed.
I'll tell you what, I got a deal for you, partner. I'll give you what you want if you give me what I want.
The two guys who left the firm asked me to quit my job and partner with them at the new agency. Big opportunity, big risk, and they need an answer by the end of the day. I don't always make great decisions under pressure.
Walter partnered with Jesse Pinkman as he needed someone that could sell the drugs that he was producing. It is also very common to hear the word partner when someone refers to the person that they are having a romantic relationship with. Example: I've been living with my partner since 6 years ago. Suffering refers to an enormous pain which someone feels in their body or their mind. Example: the drugs did nothing to alleviate her suffering. By the way, did you hear how Walter pronounces these numbers?
35 for the pound of meth you stole, and another 15 for my partner's pain and suffering.
Here we can hear some common sound morphing. If you watch our videos often, you probably know that when you have a T sound between two vowel sounds in American English, it often morphs to a D sound. This is often called an American T, and it is heard in instances like butter, daughter, cat and dog. Notice it does not have to be between vowels or even in the same word, as long as the T is surrounded by vowel sounds. So instead of saying 30, Walt says 30. Now this is useful because oftentimes when non-natives pronounce numbers, they have trouble differentiating teens, 13, 14, 15, 16, etc., and numbers divisible by 10, 30, 40, 50, 60, etc. That's because most learners are taught in school to say 30, 40, 50. However, this sounds very similar to the teens. But as we see with Walter here, natives don't say the tens like this. We say it with an American T, 30, 40, 50, etc. But we say the teens with a true T sound. So if you say it like this, it will make it easy for people to know what you are saying. 13, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60.
Pardon. Oh yeah, I remember that little bitch. So you must be daddy.
Bitch is a very common pejorative slang insult for a person, usually a woman. When applied to a man, bitch is a degrading term used for a subordinate. In other words, it is used to make a man seem weak or feminine.
So why are you still messing with Regina, Katie? I'll tell you why, because you are a mean girl. You're a bitch.
I've never really been with a boy before.
Really? Because I've never been with a girl.
Oh my God, pathetic. Run up to your mommy, you little bitch.
As you probably know, daddy is a word used by children to refer to their father. But as used here, Tuco is referring to Walt as Jesse's daddy in a sarcastic way.
Let me get this straight. I steal your dope.
If you get something straight, you make sure that you understand it correctly or that someone else does. Example: you need to get your facts straight. Dope is slang and refers to illegal drugs such as marijuana, meth, or cocaine. Example: a man asked them if they wanted to buy some dope.
I beat the piss out of your mule boy.
To beat the piss out of someone means to beat someone severely. It is a very common slang phrase that has several variants such as beat the shit out of someone, beat the crap out of someone. Example: I beat the piss out of him after he insulted me.
Come on and try it, you little slimy bastard.
He wants you to go over there so he can beat the piss out of you and then take you to the cops.
You watch your mouth, smart guy. Let him do his own fighting.
A mule is a word used to refer to a person that is paid to bring illegal drugs into a country by hiding them on their body. In this case, he probably uses the word mule to refer that Jesse is a dealer. That is, Walter makes the drugs and Jesse sells them. Example: they caught that mule dealing pot behind the high school. Let's listen again to the way that Tuco says this phrase.
I beat the piss out of your mule boy.
Did you notice how Tuco connects the words out and of as if they were just one word? Listen to it again.
Out of your mule boy. Out of your mule boy.
This happens because of something called connected speech. In spoken English, it is very common to link the sounds of different words that come together. Here, Tuco doesn't say out of, he says outa. As when connected with out, we often remove the F or V sound in of. Also, the T, because it is between two vowel sounds, becomes the American T we heard before. Now, compare the two ways I say these. I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here. 3 out of 4 doctors recommend it. 3 out of 4 doctors recommend it. She is out of money. She is out of money.
Hey, do you want to understand connected speech like this? Well, there's no more fun way to do it than with our Fluent with Friends course. In this 48-week course, you will master the principles of connected speech, greatly increase your vocabulary, improve your grammar, and so much more with the series Friends. You can try it for free right now with our 3-part masterclass. All you have to do is click up here or down in the description below to learn more and sign up, and we're really looking forward to meeting you inside.
And then you walk in here and you bring me more, man? Woo, that's a brilliant plan, isn't it? Brilliant.
Brilliant means extremely intelligent or skilled. You could use it to refer to a person or a thing. Example: his mother was a brilliant scientist. Her idea was quite brilliant. As Tuco comes from Mexico, he uses some Spanish words when he speaks, and he has a strong Latino accent. The word ese is Mexican slang similar to dude. Because of its proximity to Mexico and growing Spanish speaker population, it is fairly common to hear Spanish words in the United States, and we see many examples of this in series like Breaking Bad.
You got one part of that wrong. This is not meth.
If you get something wrong, it means you make a mistake about something. Example: the police got the name wrong and arrested an innocent man.
Now look, don't get me wrong. You're a talented kid. You're gonna be a big success in the world, but this is a swing and a miss.
Well, but my mom said it was...
It's great, yeah, I know. But how did she say it?
Remember, you and me used to be inseparable. You know, now it's like things are different.
Well, you know, things are different. I'm married now.
Yeah, sure. And hey, don't get me wrong. I am so happy for you guys. But I miss hanging out, just us, you know?
Are you fucking nuts? You wanna find out? No, Gonzo, calma. Calma. You got balls. I'll give you that. All right. I'll give you your money. That crystal that your partner brought me, it sold faster than $10 ass in TJ. Let's say you bring me another pound next week.
Money up front.
All right. Money up front. Sometimes you gotta rob to keep your riches. It's as long as we got an understanding.
1 pound is not gonna cut it. You have to take 2.
Orderly. Hey, what is that shit?
Fulminated mercury. A little tweak of chemistry.
fucking nuts!
If you say that someone is fucking nuts, you're saying that that person is completely crazy or insane.
Wanna find out?
Wanna is a common contraction of the words want to. It is normally used in informal spoken and written English. Example, do you want to go to the movies tonight? To find out means to discover, learn, or verify something, usually by making an inquiry. Example, how did you find out about the party? The police are determined to find out who killed Susan.
I knew Gloria would find out I lied about those tickets, but I figured when she saw Manny out there, playing with all those other kids, she'd thank me. That's what I figured.
I can't spy on her anymore. It's weird.
Come on, she's never gonna find out. It's just, it'll be like our little secret.
No, Gonzo, calma! Calma. Calma.
Calma is another Spanish word that Tuco uses. It means calm down, as he is asking Gonzo not to attack Walter because he is afraid that Walter will use more of his explosives.
You got balls. I'll give you that.
To have balls is slang and it means to have courage and confidence. Example, you have to admit that woman's got balls.
You got balls, sweetheart, I'll give you that. The club must have found you very resourceful.
Walter showed great courage as he showed up to his enemy's place in order to renegotiate his business. The phrase, give you that, is used for saying that you accept that part of what someone has said is true, but not all of it. Example, I don't really like his movies, but he's a talented actor, I'll give you that.
All right. I'll give you your money. That crystal that your partner brought me.
As used here, crystal refers to the drug that Walter produces.
It sold faster than $10 ass in TJ.
TJ is the slang word for Tijuana, which is a Mexican city on the border with the USA. Ass can often be used to refer, in a very disrespectful way, to women. $10 ass refers to a cheap prostitute. So Tuco is saying in a quite irreverent way that the meth that Walter produces was sold very fast. Hey, if you're a fan of Breaking Bad, we actually did another lesson a while ago, also featuring this tremendous series. You can check that out after you finish this lesson.
Let's say you bring me another pound next week.
Money up front.
If you give someone an amount of money up front, you pay that person before they do something for you. Example, he wants all the money up front or he won't do the job.
Should have got paid up front, Banner.
Sometimes you gotta rob to keep your riches. It's as long as we got an understanding.
Riches are a large amount of someone's money or valuable possessions. Example, she donated a big portion of her riches to children's charities. An understanding is an agreement between people. Example, there is an understanding between management and the workers.
1 pound is not gonna cut it. You have to take 2.
Cut it, as used here, means to be enough. Example, I think getting to the airport 2 hours early should cut it. That way we can get through security and find our gate without hurrying. Walt is expressing that if Tuco wants a deal, he will have to accept to sell more of the product. Now listen to that again.
1 pound is not gonna cut it. You have to take 2. 1 pound is not gonna cut it.
In this expression, we can see another example of connected speech and the American T. He says cut it, not cut it. Now you try repeating it with Walt.
1 pound is not gonna cut it. 1 pound is not gonna cut it.
Orderly. Hey, what is that shit?
You probably heard the word shit many times. It has several meanings,
but in cases like this one, it works as a synonym for thing. So instead of asking, what is that thing, Tuco asks, what is that ship, when he's referring to Walter's explosives.
Fulminated mercury. A little tweak of chemistry.
Fulminated mercury is a chemical compound that, when dry, explodes violently. It is commonly used for detonators. When you give something a tweak, you're making little adjustments to it in order to make it more correct, effective, or suitable. Example: the final project is pretty much there, it just needs a little tweaking.
I loved your idea about a giant rooftop ring of fire you can jump through with a motorcycle, but I tweaked it slightly, and this is still super badass. It's now a patio garden where you can bring a nice bagged lunch.
It's your meeting. Why don't you start talking and tell me what you want?
$50,000.
Oh, man. 50 G's? How you figure that?
35 for the pound of meth you stole, and another 15 for my partner's pain and suffering.
Pardon? Oh, yeah. I remember that little bitch. So you must be daddy. Let me get this straight. I steal your dope. I beat the piss out of your mule boy. And then you walk in here and you bring me more, man? Woo, that's a brilliant plan, is it?
Brilliant. You got one part of that wrong. This is not meth.
Are you fucking nuts?
You wanna find out?
No, Gonzo, calma. 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 You got balls. Give you that. All right. I'll give you your money. That crystal that your partner brought me, it sold faster than $10 ass in TJ. Let's say you bring me another pound next week.
Money up front.
All right. Money up front. Sometimes you gotta rob to keep your riches. It's as long as we got an understanding.
£1 is not gonna cut it. You have to take 2.
Orderly. Hey, what is that shit?
Fulminated mercury. A little tweak of chemistry.
All right, I hope you had a lot of fun with that epic scene. If you've never seen Breaking Bad before, then it is a series I highly recommend. It will not disappoint you, and you might want to check out one of these other fun lessons so that you can continue your learning. And now it's time to go beyond the classroom and live your English. Oh yeah!